hang on, let's go back over here. And so up here in the corner I've got my War of the Ring rulebook. I purchased this in Canada for about $60, and that was after much agonizing. I thought, you know what, I want to get a rulebook, I want to get into the game. It's been really slow. I've made some contact with some local gamers here in New South Wales, but nothing organized yet, although they've invited me for some games, so that's great. I've got the expansion, the Battle Host expansion, and I've got some books I picked up on eBay. So I picked this up for $1. It's the strategy battle game, and all of these magazines. And General Spladden, if you're watching, the General, I will be sending you some Lord of the Rings battle magazines this week so that you can review them and add them to your collection. I've got just a book that my girlfriend bought me, drawing fantasy figures. I have realistic scenery. I go to the newsagent and I'm like, do you guys have White Dwarf? No, they don't have it in yet, so I get whatever they've got. I just love looking at models. I love looking at scenery and terrain. And here's my White Dwarf collection. Some of you guys, Jedi Jim, have White Dwarfs going all the way back to the beginning. My White Dwarf collection goes back to about June, and that's cool. I know there's discussion, Retri, the 20 questions. Do you read White Dwarf? Well, yeah, I do, and the reason is because it's a bit of eye candy, and I don't mind paying the $8 a month to check out the pictures. I know it's a magazine. It's just a walking advertisement, and that's a shame. I really miss the White Dwarf that I never knew, if that's possible. But you know, the White Dwarf that Jedi Jim shows us with all the great stories and the games and the tips and tricks, and I think that still it's fun to buy them and check out the pics and enjoy the eye candy. And definitely looking at heavy metal painting is inspirational to me. It's not so much daunting as it is just inspirational, because I imagine that one day with enough practice and perseverance you can be painting like that. Although I will say that Double G Consortium White Knight is right when he says that the painting in White Dwarf, the how to paint, is frustrating in that the steps in between are really not fleshed out, and it goes from step 1 to step 2, and you're like, well, how the heck did you get there? But nonetheless, it's an exciting read. Anyway, this White Dwarf is the first one I picked up, and it's the reason why I ended up getting War of the Ring. I think you can understand that when you look at the cover page. And if you've watched one of my first videos, you'll see the story of how that happened. Never go on eBay when you've got the flu, otherwise you'll end up with 400 War of the Ring models. I'm a little bit impulsive like that, but hey, that makes it fun, right? That should make it a fun channel to follow and watch. Hopefully, though, I'll be able to maintain some kind of trajectory with my projects. I've got too many projects. The theme of the channel is too many ideas. For a noob especially. I've got a lot to learn. Oh, this is totally falling apart. Hang on a second. It's hard with one hand. Congratulations, Terrainaholic. You make it look very easy. Okay. So this is a rambling video. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. So thank you very much to Christopher from AG Productions. Your Citadel Miniatures Modeling Guide recommendation is fantastic. It's been a real inspiration. I picked this one up off eBay for about $6 or $7, which was really lucky because I can see it's a rare find, but it's full of amazing stuff. Maybe just have a quick look. What do we got here? The best part about it is all the Mike McVeigh conversions, which are really inspiring for me. With metal miniatures nonetheless. God, it must have been hard. But I'll show you where that's led me. I did this the other night. I think maybe you've seen it. This is my little Orc Warboss conversion. I call it Old Father Time. He's the Grim Reaper. That wouldn't happen without inspiration from the good old Citadel Miniatures Modeling Guide. I'll do a little video on him in a little bit.